The Dolphins' first season may not have gained a top 8 berth, but largely would have been considered a success. Let's take a look now at the Dolphins' debut in the NRL.
The new boys, the Dolphins, and they're about to create some history. Now Russell King, straight through, he's got support. They're looming up, and there is the hammer. History at Suncorp Stadium. Double pump, Hammerson, Tommy Ryan, Tino! The Dolphins do it again!
Last seconds of the game, and a kick to the corner to ice the cake. They're going to get another. No, the Dolphins.
The hammer at speed, bust some tackles. Remember me, the hammer's back. Farnez shakes off. Matala, he's over.
Kenny Robbins there. He set sail. That's how it finishes in 2023 for the Dolphins.
Well, the Dolphins became everyone's second team, or most people's second teams, with the fins up attitude. They blew us away with the Roosters in round one. And now, James, they have made some great signings leading into this year. We spoke about it a little bit earlier when we touched on the Broncos. But how do you see this affecting their draw this year?
You look, some great additions to their squad, but the one thing they don't have this time around is the emotion. The real emotion around the Dolphins coming into the season. So cast your mind back to this round one last season. How emotional were those scenes at Suncorp Stadium? They're not going to have that inaugural game again. They're not going to have the very first time to look to take on the Broncos and make a statement. So it'll be interesting to see how Wayne Bennett just taps into them in a different way. And there's no surprises with the Dolphins. Nobody in the NRL can look to underestimate them now. They've set the standard. Big ask if they can continue that.
And then, if you're just talking about no surprises, what about this little few extra players that they've added to their repertoire?
Yes, well, some very good additions, but also from what's already in there. And I look at a guy like Isaiah Katoa and him really growing in stature from what he's already bought. But, you know, lots to be excited about with Farnworth and Flegler in particular. Also Avarillo from the Bulldogs. We saw scenes there of Valence Tafare as well. Didn't he burst onto the scene? I think it was Magic Round last season. He was all over the place scoring tries. He's a magnificent talent. Lovely to see. It'd be great to see how he goes with another off-season under his belt, or another pre-season rather.
I guess a lot of the headlines will be surrounding the Queensland matchups that you'll be seeing. We've got the round one against the Cowboys. It's a Sunday afternoon game, which will be amazing. And then you're also going to round 6 clash against Brisbane. We talk about emotion. You're not going to be able to take much emotion away still from those Queensland derbies.
No, and this is one of the major reasons why the Dolphins were brought into the competition. We needed a Brisbane derby, and we've got that, and hopefully that will continue to grow. We saw scenes earlier of Kotoni Staggs racing away to score the try in the big celebration, making a statement. Well, I have a feeling that Wayne Bennett might just show that clip an hour or two before kickoff.
Okay, we'll let Wayne know. I reckon, Polly, you've got some good stats, and I know we don't have a wealth of them, but a good year would give us a little bit of info.
Yeah, so you've mentioned the ambush, I call it, against the Roosters in round one. Well, I tell you what, this year they get a different type of ambush. Their first 6 weeks are in Queensland, then they go to Darwin for a week, then 4 more weeks back in Queensland before New Zealand round 12. A great opportunity. They went 6 from 10 last year to start the season. Great opportunity to even better that with a kind start to their draw.